What's up YouTube? My name is Mike and this is 3D, Dads, Do's, and Don'ts. Today's video is going to be quick. It's going to be a rant about my Raiders. Been a lifelong Raiders fan, have always rooted for them through the good and the bad. If you're a Raiders fan, you know that for the last few decades, it's been way more bad than good. So, little excitement around. I'm in the Vegas area. They're coming to Vegas. We got Jon Gruden, the last coach that made us anything, beat us in the Super Bowl with his own team, so excited to have him back. I was very, very excited about our pass rush until Khalil Mack disappeared. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to replace him, not even with 2 first-round draft picks. So we'll see who we get out of that before we pass final judgment, but it's unfortunate that we couldn't hold on to Khalil Mack. What's also unfortunate is that we were unable to win either one of our first 2 games. Both games, we came out looking pretty strong. We came out looking like we were going to compete. We were beating the Rams at halftime. We were shutting out the Broncos at halftime and ended up losing both of those games. In the Broncos game, it was a last-minute heartbreaker. If you're a Raiders fan, you just kind of knew that was probably what was going to happen. That's the way it was going to go down. It's unfortunate that I think that way, but my oldest daughter is also a diehard Raiders fan, and we talked about that towards the end of the game, and she actually brought it up to me. She's been a Raiders fan since she was able to understand football and, you know, what goes on. And she said, "Dad, I don't want to say this, but I'm afraid we're going to lose." And so I agreed with her and said, you know, that's always a possibility, but we'll just keep our fingers crossed. And of course, we lose. So now we're 0-2. We face the Dolphins next week, and they're 2-0. So I guess we'll see how good they are, or we'll get a better idea of how bad we are. So occasionally I will throw these Raiders rants up here. I'm going to call it the Raiders Rant, and I'm going to make a playlist on the channel for it. So if you like them, please like the video, subscribe to our channel, and hit the bell so that you can be notified every time that we upload any type of content. I don't know when I'll post these Raider rants. Maybe I'll get in the habit of doing it, you know, after every game or sometime throughout the week. Maybe not. I'm just not sure about that. I just know that when there's something on my mind about the Raiders, I want to talk about it. If you got any comments, drop them below. Let me know if you're not a Raiders fan, who's your team. Let me know what you think about the Khalil Mack trade, and let me know whether or not you think Jon Gruden is going to be able to step in here and make a real big difference real quick. Is this season here gone and over at 0-2? Are we just, you know, getting our groove and then we're going to start playing real good, or are we just out of gas? Is this going to be another Raiders season where we see 4-12, 5-11, 6-10? As far as the way I see it, I am forever the optimist. I always believe that we're going to win the game. I always believe that we're going to have a winning season, a playoff season, a Super Bowl run. I'm realistic. I'm a football fan, and I understand football very well. However, I am blinded by silver and black. I love them. I will always love them. So I always think they're going to win. And, you know, obviously it doesn't turn out like that. But at the same time, I believe that we're going to have a good season. I think 10-6 is a reasonable thought process for our record. AFC West, I don't know how that's going to pan out. You know, a lot of changes in the AFC West. I think at least 2 of the teams have new quarterbacks, and one of them just moved, and another one's about to move. So we'll see what goes on. I think a 10-6 record could possibly win that division. I don't see anybody coming out of there with a 12-4, or maybe an 11-5, but we'll see. I think the Raiders can win the division. I think it would have been much easier had we won this game against the Broncos, which by all means we should have won. We were pretty dominant throughout the game. Amari Cooper was a no-show in game 1 against the Rams, and then he just came and did his thing in game 2. You know, had double-digit catches, over 100 yards receiving. So you can't ask for more than that. I'd like to see a little bit more productivity out of our running game, a little bit more protection. DC threw 3 picks. You're not going to win too many games throwing 3 picks. Last week, or the week before, Casey Keenum threw 3 picks too. The only difference was in his game, he also threw 3 touchdowns, so they were able to pull that game out. That was something I was thinking about when we played, who was going to give the better quarterback play. And, you know, it's unfortunate because DC had a phenomenal game as far as accuracy and pass completions, and he was really playing a solid game. So to lose it kind of sucks. But anyway, I am excited for the Raiders. I'm getting long-winded here because I could talk about them all day. But really, tell me what you think. Drop a comment below. Let me know what you like, what your team is, and anything football. I appreciate you. Have a great day, and God bless you. Go Raiders.